Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to Cam's Retro Gaming. So we're in front of the handheld shelf area. I wanted to talk about the original NES, the Nintendo, what got a lot of us into gaming in the first place. I don't typically play my Nintendo much at all anymore. It holds a very, very special place in my heart, but I don't really collect for it. On rare occasions, I may find something I don't have, but typically I just kind of have the games that I played as a kid or would want to play, and it's pretty downsized at this point. But I want to go over some of the games that meant a lot to me as a kid, and we'll just start off with TNC Surf. So TNC Surf Design, it was a clothing company. That's what I originally understood it as, and then of course here's a video game by the dreaded LJN. But it's a pretty fun game, very difficult. The surfing I never could get as a kid, but I got the skateboarding, and man, pretty fun. Like I said, very hard, but very unforgiving. But one of those games, if you had it, you played it, and I played a lot of it. So, and the yin yang was like, I had the shirts. I need to look these designs up. I wonder if they still like make some of this stuff, but very, very 90s. Next, we have Caveman Games. This is a very interesting game. Basically, a whole bunch of mini games and different like events that are, I guess, caveman related. Some pretty fun ones like the wife toss, which my mom thought was really funny. That would never get made now, but really cool. Some of the games were pretty difficult, but I enjoyed them. All right, Jaws. I had a big love affair with the Jaws movies when I was younger. I especially, for some reason, like Jaws the Revenge. I think because it was on HBO a lot. But this game, played a lot and never understood the whole point. It was kind of cryptic, at least for me back then. But as an adult, I beat it. I realized it wasn't super difficult, but man, you gotta love the artwork. And I guess for an LGN game, it's actually not bad. A lot of collecting of shells though, but when you finally get Jaws, it's pretty satisfying. Carnov. This is a big one. Such a weird game. I want to say when I was in Toys R Us as a kid, I was choosing between this and Metroid, not knowing anything between the two, or of the two, as far as what kind of games they were. But Carnov went out, I think, because of the dude in the cover. But of course, known from Carnov's Revenge, a fighting game, and I'm sure lots of other games. I think he was even in Bad Dudes as one of the first boss. But fun game. I played it a lot as a kid as well. Didn't know it was an arcade game. One of my most played games, tennis. This game is exceptionally fun, or at least was. I distinctly remember purchasing this from Toys R Us, where you actually had to go. You get the little slip of paper, and then you go to the cage thing in the back, and they get the game for you. But tennis, one of the original black box games. Yeah. So I don't have a copy of Double Dragon 3, but we're going to pretend like this is Double Dragon 3. This is the game, Double Dragon 3. Extremely difficult. I never made it past the first boss. I remember getting it for some sort of present and could never get past the first boss. I think it's notoriously difficult. So I guess that's why I don't have a copy now. I think they're expensive, or were, so I just never bought one. But anyway, Double Dragon 3. Pretend like it is. Second to last, I have more games than this, but these are the ones I really kind of picked out that meant a lot. Super Mario 3. When this came out, I saw the Wizard movie. I rented it, so it must have been probably a year or two after the movie came out. And then they introduced Mario 3 in the game, or the movie. So I tracked this down. I must have saw it right after the movie came out, I guess, because I remember grabbing this from, I want to say it was like Woolworths when that was still a store, or it might have been KB Toys, one of the two. But masterpiece of a game for sure. Just played this a lot in my later Nintendo years. Finally, we have the GOAT of my childhood Nintendoing. We have Super Mario Brothers / Duck Hunt. It came with the console. I had the gray zapper. I never understood why people had the orange zapper, but now as an adult, I realized to differentiate it from the zapper and actual weapon. But one of the most magical moments of my gaming history is when I accidentally kind of figured out the warp zone. Just sort of like, well, wow, I wonder if you could go up here kind of thing. And just one of those really, really cool moments in my life as a gamer. And then, everybody played Duck Hunt with the gun right up to the TV. So, like I said, I don't really collect Nintendo stuff anymore. Well, here's my collection right here. I took some things out, but pretty small, and I have a few box games as well. But fun memories, great console. I know it's a lot of people's favorite console of all time, and definitely one of the best and most important consoles for sure. So, well, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you guys real soon.